What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back from Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to be playing another keyword soup deck. This time it's going to be an assassin list. It's basically all of the same blue cards from last time. Actually, Illusory Mimic, probably should remove Illusory Mimic, but in general we're going to hang on to it for now. There's still a couple cards that I could hit off of. Especially now that we've added green. Fighters Guild Recruit and Giant Bat, I think, are two of the best targets for battlereeve of dusk in the game. Giant Bat representing a whole bunch of potential reach towards the end of a game. I'll keep those two. Territorial Viper is mostly here for removal, but in a weird end of game scenario, it can represent at least 3 damage with just one battlereeve of dusk, or giving a whole bunch of stuff drain. They are options. I'm going to put this guy out here, not for the keyword, but because I think it can trade pretty well with what my opponent's going to want to be playing. I'm assuming this is Veteran Conscription. So just getting stuff onto the board and continuing to go wide and hit stuff is going to be a good way for us to stay in this game.
I'll clear a path.
My sword is as mighty as my pen.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
This gives us the option to trade into that and then tome something up next turn. Just play Giant Bat to take that out, or play double 2-drop.
I'll clear a path.
My sword is as mighty as my pen.
Shayor, take you.
If I fall, the hist will
We'll just play that for now. Try and keep her alive. We could potentially Dark Rebirth her. Try and get the ward back up. I don't think that's the greatest use of the card.
The forest will not suffer your presence. I'll clear a path.
That's fair.
Shayor, take you.
My sword is as mighty.
Probably should have just pushed the damage, but just in case they have a second Earthbone Spinner, I wanted to control the board for a second. Next turn is looking like Giant Bat Evermore Stored, or Poetic Armiger Exalted plus Evermore Stored. Evermore Stored can do a pretty good job of protecting our 4-2.
At the ready.
Unfortunate. That's not too bad.
My sword is as mighty as my pen.
Shayor, take you.
What are your intentions?
See if we roll lethal on this. We do
My
not.
sword is as
So we will poke
mighty
into
as
that.
my pen.
He does have the option of using a charge creature on this and then killing it to get health. But I think I'm okay with that.
For the Emperor.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That worked out well.
Go no further.
What are your intentions?
We roll rally twice in a row? Okay. Calling shenanigans on that.
I once knew a man. My sword and my wit.
And we roll the 2 worst keywords in the game?
It's no good.
Okay. This is turning into a slugfest. We are low rolling with our Mundus Stone. We're just low rolling our keywords, but this is a very RNG dependent deck, so hopefully our opponent doesn't have any way to remove our Mundus Stone and it can kind of snowball over time.
No quarter.
He does get 1 rally off. We're gonna lose a giant bet. Not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
My sword is as mighty as my
Do
tail.
not vex me.
Sheor take you.
If I
Roll
fall,
ward.
the hist will
Rally again. There's the ward we were looking for. So we're not really drawing any of our later or mid-game cards. We've basically just drawn all of our 2-drops so far. Which obviously is not ideal. Him trading into that is, I guess, potentially an encouraging sign.
Godhood is like
That's not an encouraging sign.
He's always moving.
We have no way to kill that besides a lethal creature.
I see you're in need of my wisdom.
That's what we were looking for there.
Sheor take you.
Probably going to take 11. But unless something goes horribly wrong, we can kill that. Alright, something went horribly wrong.
We'll rebuild Skyrim into the land of the living God.
So we're going to need a Territorial Viper soon. Mentor's Ring.
I once knew a man from my sword and my wit.
Yes!
Warrior.
That's what I needed!
Good.
Okay. What are we going to do here? I can give everything lethal. I can give everything rally.
My sword is as mighty as my pen. My sword is as mighty as my pen.
Sheor take you.
Alright, we can get a very mighty battlereeve on. This is +3/+3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 keywords on this. This could be potentially an insane... Actually, battlereeve plus Dark Rebirth would be lethal with just this, I think. Well, we're going to lose some wards. Oh, I forgot about the tome, too. This guy gets +2/+2.
I live to serve.
Brings him to a 7/8, or 7/8, yeah.
My troops are the finest in the Isles.
My sword is as mighty
Alrighty.
as my pen.
This worked out astonishingly well. Alright, we're gonna get at least one more. Let us keep it rolling. These keyword decks are doing such weird things, it's amazing. Aldloth the Assassin's another good one for a keyword-based deck. Like, that whole game, I felt like we were going to lose. And then we got incredibly lucky with the lethal charge roll. But I was figuring as long as we rolled charge, we can get lethal onto it with that Mentor's Ring. We had options. I don't want to say that I thought our odds were good, but things definitely got a lot easier once we rolled that lethal charge. There's a lot of things we could have gotten, like Guard and Ward, which would have bought us time until we could kill the thing with like a Viper or something like that. But yeah, rolling charge and lethal was definitely good for speeding up the process. We're going to ship everything back, try and get some early game cards.
I smell the stench of the living.
Alright, so we're gonna contest this with Fighters Guild.
If I fall,
If he wants to use some early removal, it is an option.
Wrong
as we can
place
see
for
here.
a midnight stroll. By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
This doesn't tell me anything yet, because both...
Wrong place
Now
for a
I know
midnight
even less
stroll.
about what's going on right now.
I once knew a man, my sword and my wit. served the
Maybe we can
Lord,
double
though
trade
it
into this
know
over
that's not
time.
good.
Must I do everything
I don't know what's
myself?
going on anymore. So he's obviously a betray deck of some sort. I could just Mentor's Ring here.
My
Yeah, why
sword
not?
is as mighty as my
Not as good as it could be, but we're getting into our 6-cost cards here. Probably lay down Echo. Altar.
I learn quickly.
Alright, so it's going to get a little froggy. He's going to try and take us down to Value Town.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Or I could just lay down the Clockwork Scorpion. Mimic is a high roll card right now. I'd like to wait until turn 9 to play battlereeve and Giant Bat together. So I'm going to go Echo of Akatosh and into the Shadow Lane to try and protect it from any possible danger noodles. We have no way to remove this. We're an assassin deck anyway, so not really something we do.
Must I do everything myself?
Does he have another Cruel Fire Bloom? Nobody's looking for one. Okay. Ice Storm is pretty good here. And I think I might just do it. Gets rid of him fishing for Fire Bloom, as well as gets rid of that +3/+3. Gets us closer to battlereeve and Giant Bat together.
I do love a good fight.
We draw power from their blood.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Poetic Armiger is here. It's going to roll Drain. Do I drop the Mimic, or do I drop the Clockwork Scorpion? My gut tells me Clockwork Scorpion.
I once knew a man from Balmora.
Next turn, we can go Giant Bat plus battlereeve, which should push for a solid amount of damage. So it'd be 5, 8, 12. He is going to get close, if not guaranteed, to trigger a blood magic spell.
Must I do everything
That's 2 things
myself?
dead right there, and that's going to be 3.
Love a good fight.
So that is value we have to be concerned about.
Shale take.
Okay. This one's not going to be an easy one to pull off. Okay, that is a thing. Mentor's Ring could give everybody lethal. That would only give everyone lethal, though. Still isn't bad, I don't think. Or do I go for Illusory Mimic? That's just hoping to high roll, though. Or I go battlereeve and giant bat, which I think is better.
My troops are the finest in the Isles.
My sword is as mighty as my pen.
That'll help us clear the board for now. And then next turn, we can Mentor's Ring on the giant bat if it's alive to give whatever else we play charge. We basically gave up the hope of ever drawing cards from runes with that turn. Okay. I don't think that's the best Sorcerer's Negation, but I'll take it.
Come dance with Jet.
Alright, so he just used 2 more Sorcerer's Negations on that.
Cannot match till then.
That will draw him an action. Okay.
Shale take you.
Play the Mimic. Drain, ward, lethal, charge. Holy mama!
My sword is as mighty as my pen.
Magus, guide my blade.
Oh, I missed out on 1 damage with that.
My troops are the finest in the Isles.
9/9. That is quite the prophecy from a man. But we're also getting close to just winning.
The Night Mother will guide us.
That's going to be a little bit of a bump in the road here. He's up to 11. We're going to need like giant bat plus more. I feel like he killed the wrong one.
Shale take you.
Ice Storm wouldn't be horrible soon? Oh, I can sack this anyway. So we have 13 damage to do. Holy mamacita! I'm not even mad if we go out with that.
By the 8th, they will meet.
I'm not even mad if we lose to Flesh Atronach. And we got to see a 9/9 Illusory Mimic. Which means we know that Territorial Viper is probably in our top 3. Unless Clockwork Scorpion's in our top 3.
Perhaps a direct approach.
It's coming up 7. Gentleman Jim?
You've not seen my like.
Worm King's Agent. Nice. I like this deck. This is very nice. I wish he had Gentleman Jim and I could give him a Mentor's Ring. Oh yeah, that's gonna put him out of range. Giant bat. That's the game.
Fine battle.
That was a well worth it game, though. That one was sick.
Your time has come.
Yeah, we can't do anything against the value of an altar deck. We have no way to remove it. Bro, you don't even have to think this through. Just play. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to give you a chance. No. Nope. I'm trying to give you a chance to swing with your Flesh Atronox, but, like, I don't know what's wrong with people. I try to give you a chance to reap the fruits of your labor, but now you don't get to swing, and you don't get that satisfaction. But yeah, those are two really, really cool games. Keyword decks have been fun. Maybe I'll try another one. I want to try Dagoth, but at the same time, the 75 card deck means it's going to be that much harder to draw battlereeve. But it might just have to be a risk that we live with. I don't know. But that is going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm DragonTamerBlayde, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.